courses for leadership and teamwork, which is what I was working on today. I'm working on a fusion, a spot in the training where the leadership and teamwork come together. And I was reviewing some information I thought was helpful to pass on. So, talking about the aspect of leadership, the one of the many aspects of leadership that is important is the ability to delegate well. If you want to be a really good leader, you've got to understand how to delegate well and what kind of things you should do and shouldn't do when delegating. Because it's pretty easy to kind of think, I'm just going to give somebody some work of mine to do, and then not do all the things properly to set them up for success and to lead to frustration. So, reviewing some of this information. To delegate well, right, you want to first, you're making sure that the person you're delegating this work to is someone who can, it's within their ability to do it, whether they have the time for it or they have the skill set to handle the task you put in front of them, the piece that you're delegating to them. That's an important aspect of it. And be honest about that with yourself and with them, right? If you think that you're making them stretch, you want to stretch them a little bit. You don't want to give them something that's so easy that it's boring to them. There should be some level of challenge, but not some level of challenge that's not attainable to them. Second aspect of it is to, when you're delegating, give them all the parameters for success, the pieces that your expectations for this being a completed part of the work, like what should happen by the time the work is over. Don't leave that part unclear, what the success matrix is, or what the acceptance criteria for that piece you're delegating to them. And then the third piece is to let them know where their empowerment boundaries are, right? The decisions that you're going to allow them to make, and the kind of decisions you're going to allow them to make, and the ones that you want them to consult with you before they make those decisions. So that understanding clearly, letting them know clearly where their boundaries lie is an important aspect of delegation. So what happens when you talk about the idea of micromanaging is if you're delegating to somebody that you don't trust can actually pull it off, this is one reason why people start to micromanage, right? They're getting involved in the, I've given you the goals, but this is how I want you to do it, and I'm going to walk you step by step and check with you every step of the way. That's not delegating. That's just, I don't know what that is. That's micromanaging is what that is. And it's not helpful to you, and it's not helpful. It's going to frustrate you because you're not actually saving any time. And it's certainly going to frustrate them because now they realize, hey, in a sense, they're going to recognize the level of trust is not there, that you're not really, where you've said you've empowered them, you're pulling back that empowerment almost immediately, well, in some cases almost immediately, because you're in there micromanaging the task. So what you can do to avoid that is set up goals or milestones along the way to get the big goal. We'll give them small check-in goals along the way, but seriously let them lean back and maybe depending on the level of your level of trust within them to finish that task, the first goal might be very short, and then more time as you see success on the mini goals. Maybe that allows you to again fully step back. Be very conscious of the idea that you're in there micromanaging if that's what's happening. If you're a person who's being micromanaged, talk to the person who's giving you this task. I don't know that you necessarily can say, I feel like I'm being micromanaged, but you can offer up, hey, maybe it's helpful if we come set with some mini goals so that you have clear visibility. You certainly want to communicate on a regular basis your progress. That helps the person. Again, what you're basically trying to do, if you feel like you're being micromanaged, is do the things that you think are going to help you earn the trust that you feel like you deserve, that allows them to step back and step back and step back. So it's micromanaging is about a mismatch of trust levels that you want to kind of rectify. So all those things that will, open communication, asking for feedback, and being open to the way that you receive feedback is super important, not just in delegation, but in everything. If you receive feedback in a way that makes people like, oh, I can't believe that they were offended pretty easily by that. If you're offended by feedback, people recognize that and they're going to stop giving you feedback. You're going to stop growing, and you erode away that trust, and then you start getting micromanaged. Vicious circle. I'm not going to go too much longer into it. This is it's a topic that's near and dear to my heart. I've seen a lot of, and I have been on the receiving end and the giving end. I probably in my earlier days, let's hope it's only in my earlier days, of poor management. I've seen it and I've lived it, and it's part of my, not just my job but my vocation. It's what I like doing is fixing bad management, and this is just some little information that maybe will help you out. All right, I'm gonna go off for the day and finish my ride home. Cheers. Nope, Signed off too soon. I should have added. If you like the video, if you found it helpful, you like more videos like this, let me know in the comments below that you like more videos like this. Then also subscribe and hit the like button. Again, the more shares and likes I get, the more this information is going to make it out to other people and help them out as well. All right, now I'm done. Cheers.